Eddie Bernays saw the way to sell product was not to sell it to your intellect, that you ought to buy an automobile, but that you will feel better about it if you have this automobile. I think he originated that idea, that they weren't just purchasing something, but they were engaging themselves, emotionally or personally, in the product or service. But it's not, you think you need a new piece of clothing, but you'll feel better with the piece of clothing. That was his contribution in a very real sense. We see it all over the place today, but I think he originated the idea of the emotional connect to a product or service.
With their fighting skills and drug-fueled pace, gifts them a tool which will quite literally shred through the enemy, and ever so, dropping from above into the midst of an entire squad of renegade guardsmen, for example, would see them diced into quivering, bloody flesh cubes in a matter of seconds. Nothing would protect them from the blade as it passes through them without any resistance whatsoever. The molecular dissonance would tear these victims apart at an atomic level. As I noted, these blades are additionally somewhat shorter.
Bernays is almost completely unknown today, but his influence on the 20th century was nearly as great as his uncle's. Because Bernays was the first person to take Freud's ideas about human beings and use them to manipulate the masses. He showed American corporations for the first time how they could make people want things they didn't need by linking mass-produced goods to their unconscious desires. Out of this would come a new political idea of how to control the masses. By satisfying people's inner selfish desires, one made them happy and thus docile. It was the start of the all-consuming self, which has come to dominate our world today.
Make yourself ready, we're going out now. What are you doing?
Hey lot, how's it going? So yeah, there she is, all finished up. I hope you understood what was going on there. So I'd found some spangly tape that I sort of thought had the colours in there and it matched. So I trim it to size, take the scales off, then trim it to size, stick it over the top. And then you can, where the screw holes are, you can actually pop through with I use a Torx bit, and then fixed it all together, trim off any excess down here, and there you go. I've sort of customised it a little bit more. That's obviously best balisong ever, better than everybody else's balisong, because it's pink. What can I tell you about this knife? So yeah, a little story. Yeah, I got this knife directly from Atropos, from Konstantin, when I sent my Smoke Channel Titanium balisong back to him. And I wasn't really sure what I wanted after that, but I really like this blade shape, and I like these handles. So I asked him, can I get a pink one or what? Come on. And he said to me, the only man that would want a balisong that's pink is to present to his girlfriend. So I thought, yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. It's for the missus. Yeah, make me one up. And he kindly did so. Yeah, the missus hates balisongs. She thinks having children and balisongs don't really mix. She's obviously not been on Instagram. Yeah. What else can I tell you about it? So you'll notice, I'd say all these are all they're all a little bit different when it comes down to it. This one, this particular one, if it's a lot better finished off, smooth, no sort of hard edges. Well, obviously they're all hard, but they're all smoothed off and seen to. It's really light. You know, I think this would be, you know, something like this should be a flipper's choice from Atropos, in my opinion. There are much better flippers than me, but yeah, I think it's really great. let's say, what I like the shape is when you're in a wrist pass position, because of the curve, it feels kind of further away from you. And I quite like that when I'm flipping it. Just a little mental thing there for me. But yeah, actually with this hardware, and it's a little bit smaller, I screw it down a lot harder than I would expect to. Certainly than on the other knives I have from Atropos. But that doesn't seem to be an issue, and yeah, really smooth. All these Atropos knives, they're the kings or queens of fanning. You can just go forever. I absolutely love fanning with these knives. There you go, give you quickly, there you go. All nicely tuned up. Wiggle there. Yeah, kings and queens of fanning, they're wonderful. I love how slim and sort of chopsticky in a way that the handles are, and I think that's turned out really well. One of a kind as far as I know. Pink Cassowary 2, and obviously these bits are mine. But there you go. That's a little trick you can have, that where you can easily personalise any kind of knife that's like that. Yeah, you'll see it in my other videos. Yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 4. Subscribe if you've not already. I hate doing this YouTube bullshit. Just press the subscribe button if you like looking at knives, right? Bye. Ciao, ciao.